We live in a time where everything gets shared, from random daily moments to perfectly timed selfies. Social media has turned life into a constant highlight reel. But then there's you. You're there, you see everything, but you never really show yourself. And at some point, you start wondering why that is. Because in a world driven by likes and attention, choosing not to be seen feels different. And no, it's not just about staying private. It goes deeper than that. Most people think you're just shy or super private. But the truth? Your mind is wired in a way that's actually kind of powerful. Let's walk through the 7 real reasons why this happens inside your head. Reason number 1, privacy over popularity. Psychologists call it high privacy orientation. In simple words, you value control over your life more than attention. Every photo you post becomes public forever. Anyone can screenshot it, save it, or even use it against you later. You feel that deep down. You don't want strangers knowing what your house looks like, where you eat, or how your family looks. It's not because you're hiding something bad. It's because you protect your peace like it's gold. Reason number 2, you don't need likes to feel good. In other words, you have secure self-esteem. Here's the truth. Most people post photos because they're looking for a quick hit of, "You look great," or "Wow, cool life." But your confidence doesn't come from strangers on the internet. It comes from inside. You already feel good about yourself, so you don't need 300 likes to prove your worth. Psychologists say this is actually emotional maturity. You're not chasing validation. You're already validated by your own life. You know you don't need to prove anything. Reason number 3, you know exactly who you are. You have super strong self-awareness. You have spent time figuring out who you really are. You don't need to perform different versions of yourself online for different audiences. You're comfortable being the same person in real life and online, so you choose to keep the real version offline. No filters, no perfect angles, no pretending. It's actually a sign of deep emotional intelligence. You don't get lost in the highlight reel game because you already know your own story. Reason number 4, you're protecting your heart. In other words, you're protecting yourself from pain. Others have been through something. Maybe a mean comment that stung for months. Maybe a friend who shared their childhood photos. Or even just the fear of being judged on their body, their smile, or their ordinary Tuesday. But you, instead of risking that hurt, you simply don't post. But here's the beautiful part. This isn't weakness. It's smart self-protection. You've learned that some moments are meant to be lived, not liked. Reason number 5, you live in the real world, not the screen. You choose real experiences over digital performance. While others are busy posing for the perfect shot and thinking about captions, you are fully present. You're tasting the food, feeling the sunset, and making memories that actually stick. Psychologists call this internal living instead of external showing. You build deeper connections in real life because you're not distracted by how many likes your dinner got. You understand something most people miss. The best moments lose their magic when you turn them into content. Reason number 6, quiet confidence and emotional strength. In a world that constantly demands attention, choosing to stay silent online is actually powerful. You have nothing to prove. You're grounded, you're peaceful. Your happiness doesn't depend on notifications. Psychologists now say the ones who don't post photos are often the most emotionally secure people in the room. You don't need the spotlight because you already feel complete. Reason number 7, you observe more than you share. You notice things, the way people post, the way they check their phone again and again, waiting for likes, for comments, for something. And you just watch. You understand the pattern. You tend to be more self-aware. You're not trying to be the center of attention. You're trying to understand it. So yeah, not posting your photos isn't always about being shy or insecure. Sometimes it means you're more private, more self-aware, less dependent on validation, and more intentional about your life. Your blank profile isn't a flaw. In 2026, it's one of the healthiest choices your mind could make.